Hi, welcome to the senior nest. Imagine this. Margaret, a 68-year-old grandma, felt trapped in her big, cluttered house until she downsized to a cozy condo. Now, she's happier than ever with time for gardening and family. Today, we're spilling the truth about downsizing and decluttering. What no one tells you, but you need to know, especially if you're an older adult craving a simpler life. Stick around to discover surprising benefits, avoid common pitfalls, and learn 5 secrets to make your home peaceful and organized. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. The good, surprising benefits of a clutter-free life. Downsizing turns a chaotic house into a peaceful sanctuary, and it's a game changer for older adults. Picture Margaret, a 68-year-old retiree who swapped her cluttered 4,000 SQFT house for an 800 SQFT condo, letting go of 90% of her belongings. Think old vases, dusty appliances, and clothes she hadn't worn in years. Now her cozy condo has just what she needs: a soft armchair, a neat bookshelf, and a tiny kitchen that's a breeze to clean. She can find her keys in a snap and tidy up in under an hour, no sweat. This simplicity isn't just about a clean house. It's a whole new mindset. Psychology Today, 2023, backs this up, showing tidy homes cut stress hormones like cortisol by 20%, leaving you calm and focused. For seniors, this means less time battling mess and more energy for morning walks or chatting with neighbors. A simplified home lifts a huge weight, giving you a space that feels like a warm hug, boosting confidence and peace every day. Financial and time freedom are the unexpected gifts of decluttering, especially for retirees. Margaret saved thousands by downsizing. No more sky-high utility bills or endless repairs for a big house. She even sold an old couch and some jewelry, pocketing extra cash to treat herself to new gardening tools. With no need to buy random decor, her wallet's happier too. Time-wise, she's no longer losing hours hunting for lost glasses or reorganizing overflowing closets. A 2022 Journal of Environmental Psychology study says clutter can steal up to 10 hours a week due to decision fatigue. Now Margaret spends those hours volunteering at a local animal shelter, walking fluffy dogs, or sipping coffee with friends at her favorite cafe. For older adults, this freedom means less financial stress and more moments for grandkid playdates or rediscovering old hobbies, turning every day into a chance to live richer with less. Decluttering shows you how little you need to be truly happy, and it's a revelation. Margaret used to think her big house and packed storage defined her success, but after downsizing, she kept only what sparked joy. Her favorite teacup, a knitting basket, and a few plants for her balcony herb garden. Her small condo now feels warmer than her old mansion ever did. The mental health benefits of decluttering, USU, 2023 notes that minimal spaces boost mood by 15% by cutting visual overwhelm, which is huge for seniors fighting loneliness. Margaret's happiest moments are simple: knitting a cozy blanket for her granddaughter or snipping fresh basil for dinner. This shift to valuing experiences over stuff invites more connection, like hosting friends for tea in a tidy living room. For older adults, it's a reminder that joy lives in the little things, making every day feel lighter and more meaningful. With less stuff, you're free to focus on what really matters, and it's like unlocking a new chapter of life. Margaret used to spend weekends cleaning her big house, but now her decluttered condo lets her host Sunday dinners for her kids and grandkids, filling her home with laughter. She even joined a book club, diving into novels she'd always wanted to read. A 2024 Very Well Mind study found that decluttering sharpens focus by 25%, as fewer distractions let you dive deeper into passions. For seniors, this means more energy for staying active, like daily strolls or sharing life stories with family to pass down wisdom. By clearing physical clutter, Margaret cleared mental fog too, making every choice, whether cooking a family recipe or trying yoga, feel purposeful. This freedom lets older adults live intentionally, pouring love into relationships and dreams, creating a vibrant, connected life in a clutter-free home. The bad, emotional challenges and how to handle them. Decluttering can feel like an emotional roller coaster, especially for older adults letting go of a lifetime's worth of memories. Take Margaret, our 68-year-old retiree, who sobbed when she faced her late husband's collection of mystery novels, each book a reminder of their cozy reading nights. It's normal to feel a mix of sadness, fear, or even guilt, like wondering, am I betraying the past by letting go? A 2023 Journal of Aging studies found that 70% of seniors experience emotional attachment to possessions, making decluttering tough. But here's the good news. These feelings are part of the journey, not a roadblock. By acknowledging them, like Margaret did when she took a deep breath and kept one favorite novel, you start to see that memories live in your heart, not in every item. This emotional honesty lightens the load, helping seniors move forward with a sense of peace and strength, knowing they're creating a simpler, happier home. Self-doubt can creep in like an uninvited guest during decluttering, whispering, "What if I need this someday?" Or "How can I part with Mom's old china?" Margaret wrestled with this when she eyed a box of holiday decorations she hadn't used in a decade, worried she'd regret tossing them. Psychology Today 2024 notes that this fear of future need affects 65% of older adults, often stalling progress. The trick: shift your focus to the present. Margaret asked herself, does this serve me now? And realized most decorations didn't. She donated them to a local charity, imagining other families enjoying them. This mindset is like a magic key for seniors. It unlocks progress by prioritizing today's joy over tomorrow's what-ifs. By facing doubt head-on, you build confidence, turning a daunting task into a series of small, empowering choices. Starting small is the secret to taming the overwhelm of decluttering, and it's a lifesaver for older adults. Margaret didn't try to tackle her entire condo at once. That would have been like climbing a mountain in flip-flops. Instead, she started with one kitchen drawer, sorting spoons and tossing old takeout packets in 15 minutes. The mental health benefits of decluttering, USU 2023, shows that small tasks boost motivation by 30%, as quick wins build momentum. For seniors, this approach is gold. It's less physically taxing and keeps stress low. Margaret moved from drawer to shelf, feeling prouder with each cleared space. This one-step-at-a-time method turns a scary process into a fun challenge, like a treasure hunt for a clutter-free life, letting you reclaim your home without feeling buried under the weight of it all. Involving family transforms decluttering from a solo struggle into a joyful team effort, especially for older adults needing support. Margaret was ready to quit after a week of sorting alone, tears falling as she packed old photos. Then she called her daughter, Sarah, and grandkids for help. They turned it into a memory-sharing party, laughing over old vacation snaps and picking a few to frame. A 2024 Very Well Mind study found that social support cuts decluttering stress by 40%, as loved ones bring perspective and fun. For seniors, family help eases emotional and physical strain, making tough decisions, like donating dad's tools, feel lighter with a hug and a story. This teamwork not only clears your space but also strengthens bonds, filling your home with love and laughter as you create a fresh, organized chapter together. The ugly, mistakes to avoid. Trying to declutter your entire home in one go is a recipe for burnout, especially for older adults. Imagine John, a 72-year-old widower who thought he could sort his 4,000 SQFT house in a single weekend before moving to a 900 SQFT apartment. By Sunday, he was exhausted, surrounded by half-opened boxes and ready to give up. The Journal of Gerontology, 2023, warns that overwhelming tasks increase stress by 35% in seniors, risking physical and mental strain. Instead, plan smart, break it into bite-sized chunks. John learned to tackle one room a week, starting with his garage, donating old tools, and setting realistic goals. This approach saves energy and keeps you motivated. For seniors, pacing yourself is key. Think of it like gardening, planting one seed at a time to grow a beautiful, clutter-free home without the chaos. Doing it all alone is a big mistake that can turn decluttering into a lonely slog. John spent his first month sorting papers solo, crying over old letters from his kids and feeling stuck. Very Well Mind, 2024, says social support boosts decluttering success by 45%, as others bring fresh eyes and encouragement. John finally called his son, Mike, and grandkids for a declutter party. They sorted clothes, shared stories about old baseball trophies, and laughed while packing donations. For older adults, family or friends make tough choices, like letting go of extra furniture, feel lighter with a smile or a hug. This teamwork not only clears your space but also weaves new memories, turning a chore into a bonding adventure that leaves your heart and home refreshed. Bringing too much stuff to a smaller home is a common trap that defeats the purpose of downsizing. John moved to his 900 SQFT apartment but packed enough boxes to fill a warehouse, thinking he'd sort it later. He ended up paying $600 a year for a storage unit, crammed with lamps and rugs that didn't fit. Psychology Today, 2023, notes that overpacking wastes 20% of seniors, downsizing budgets on storage fees. Instead, be ruthless before you move. John later donated half his boxes, keeping only essentials like his favorite recliner and a few photos. For seniors, choosing what fits your new space, like a small table for cozy dinners, creates a home that's functional and free, saving money and stress for more joyful things, like treating grandkids to ice cream. Delaying decluttering for years piles on unnecessary stress and steals your freedom. John waited 5 years to downsize, clinging to his big house, just in case family visited. Meanwhile, he spent thousands on upkeep and felt trapped by stuff he didn't need. A 2024 Journal of Environmental Psychology study shows that delaying decluttering increases anxiety by 25% in older adults, as clutter grows overwhelming. When John finally moved, he wished he'd started sooner, realizing his kids preferred visiting his cozy apartment for game nights over his old, cluttered house. For seniors, acting now is a gift to yourself and your family, sparing them the burden of sorting your stuff later and giving you years of a lighter, happier life. Continuing to buy more stuff after decluttering undoes all your hard work and keeps you stuck in old habits. John used to hit the mall every Saturday, grabbing knickknacks to cheer up his new apartment, only to feel cluttered again. The mental health benefits of decluttering, USU 2023, says mindless shopping triggers 30% more clutter in downsized homes. John broke the cycle with a one-in, one-out rule. For every new item like a cozy throw blanket, he donated something like an old cushion. For seniors, saying no to impulse buys may be skipping that extra vase, keeps your home serene and your wallet happy. It's like pruning a plant. Cutting back lets your space bloom, giving you contentment with what you already have. Busting myths and 5 secrets to success. Think decluttering is always a stressful nightmare. That's a myth. Sure, it can feel heavy at first, but with the right mindset, it's like a fun treasure hunt for a happier home. Take Dorothy, a 70-year-old who downsized her cluttered house to a tidy condo. She was scared it'd be overwhelming, but by turning sorting into a game, deciding what to keep while sipping tea, she found joy in the process. Psychology Today, 2024, says a positive approach cuts decluttering stress by 35%, especially for seniors. Instead of dreading it, Dorothy imagined her cozy, organized space, making every decision lighter. For older adults, this shift turns a daunting task into an adventure, proving decluttering can spark excitement and pride, leaving you with a home that feels fresh and free. Another myth is that downsizing is only for extreme minimalists who live with just a chair and a fork. Not true. It's for anyone craving a simpler life, no matter your style. Dorothy's no minimalist. She loves her colorful quilts and photo albums, but she cut her stuff by 80%, keeping what matters. The Journal of Aging and Environment, 2023, shows 60% of seniors downsize for balance, not extremes, focusing on items that bring joy or serve a purpose. Dorothy's condo now has her favorite rocking chair and a small shelf of novels, creating a warm, functional space. For older adults, this means you don't have to ditch everything. Just choose what fits your life today, crafting a home that's uniquely yours, full of comfort and meaning. Start small to build momentum, and it's like magic for older adults. Dorothy didn't attack her whole house at once. She began with one closet, sorting scarves in 20 minutes. The mental health benefits of decluttering, USU 2023, found small tasks boost confidence by 40%, as quick wins inspire bigger steps. Each cleared shelf gave Dorothy a burst of pride, pushing her to tackle the kitchen next. For seniors, this bite-sized approach is perfect. It's gentle on energy and feels doable, like tidying a drawer while watching TV. Think of it as planting a seed. Every small effort grows into a clutter-free home, making the journey fun and rewarding without the overwhelm. Sorting smart with a clear system makes decluttering a breeze, especially for seniors. Dorothy used the 4-box method: keep, donate, discard, and maybe. Sorting her old dishes, she kept one cherished teapot, donated extras, tossed chipped mugs, and set aside a few for later review. Very Well Mind, 2024, says categorizing cuts decision fatigue by 30%, helping older adults stay focused. Dorothy's system made choices clear, like picking only what fit her new condo's tiny kitchen. This method builds a decluttering muscle, turning indecision into action. For seniors, it's like a roadmap, guiding you to a tidy home with less stress and more clarity so you can enjoy your space sooner. Embracing the emotional side of decluttering is key, and it's a game changer for older adults. Dorothy teared up letting go of her late sister's shawls, feeling like she was losing her. But she learned memories aren't in things, they're in your heart. She kept one shawl and donated the rest to a shelter, feeling lighter. The Journal of Aging Studies, 2023, notes that accepting emotions boosts decluttering success by 25% in seniors. Dorothy created a memory box for special items, like a photo and a letter, keeping her sister close without clutter. For seniors, this approach softens the pain, letting you honor the past while building a peaceful, uncluttered future, full of love and calm. Focusing on the freedom of a clutter-free home keeps you motivated, especially for seniors dreaming of ease. Dorothy pictured her condo as a haven for hosting card games with friends, not a storage unit for old magazines. Psychology Today, 2023, says visualizing goals increases decluttering drive by 35% as it shifts focus to what matters, like family or hobbies. Dorothy donated stacks of books to make room for a cozy reading nook, sparking joy every time she curls up with a novel. For older adults, this vision of freedom, more time for grandkids or gardening, turns decluttering into a gift, creating a home that supports your passions and relationships with space to breathe. Decluttering your mind is just as vital as clearing your space, and it's a revelation for seniors. Dorothy didn't just sort stuff, she let go of guilt about needing to keep everything. By asking, "Does this fit my life now?" she freed herself from old habits, like holding onto clothes for a someday that never came. The mental health benefits of decluttering, USU 2023, shows mental clarity improves by 20% in tidy spaces, boosting focus for older adults. Dorothy's clear mind let her plan fun outings with her book club, not stress over stuff. For seniors, this mental reset is like a fresh start, surrounding you with only what and who matters most, filling your days with purpose and joy. Downsizing and decluttering aren't just about less stuff. They're about more life. Start small, involve loved ones, and picture the freedom of a peaceful home. Margaret's story shows it's never too late to simplify, and avoiding John's mistakes saves stress. Lesson learned: less clutter means more joy, so don't wait. Try one tip today and share your decluttering story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Subscribe to the Senior Nest for more tips to make your home and heart lighter. See you next time.